Estadio Dragao is the place to be. It's the much anticipated UEFA Champions League final and All English final, the second in a space of 3 years. A very good afternoon. Welcome to Facebook Football Analysis Live with myself, Apiwe. Today we took it live. This is the last episode of the season. We'll be back with new ones in the season and we'll go live more next season. Today we look at the much anticipated Champions League final, Manchester City meeting domestic rivals and Chelsea, who will be looking to salvage something out of the season after falling short in the FA Cup and will want to avoid going trophyless. Well, Manchester City will be looking to get a treble after being recently crowned Premier League champions and Carabao Cup champions for the third successive time. Chelsea will be in their third UEFA Champions League final, with the last two having ended in a penalty shootout. The first one in 2008, where they fell short to fellow Manchester rivals in Manchester United in what was a rainy Champions League final in Moscow, and winning their second Champions League final in 2012 thanks to the heroics of Didier Drogba in a penalty shootout also after coming back from a goal down. Manchester City will be looking are yet to win the Champions League, while Chelsea will be looking to win their second one under Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola, who has won the Champions League as manager and a player. Winning the Champions League for Pep Guardiola will make him only the fourth man to win the Champions League at the third time, winning the Champions League 3 times, having won it twice with Barcelona. This also marks 10 years since he last won the trophy when he won it in England with Barcelona, in London when he beat Manchester United, Manchester City rivals, and Manchester United at Wembley in London. Pep Guardiola, interesting fact is he has also won it as a player, was part of that 1992 side alongside Barcelona coach Ronald Koeman when they won it in 1992, beating Sampdoria by a 1-0. Anyway, we're not about that. We are in the now. We're talking Manchester City versus Chelsea, the UEFA Champions League final. Manchester City will want to salvage some pride from Manchester after Manchester rivals Manchester United fell short to Villarreal in the UEFA Europa League final on Wednesday in a dramatic penalty shootout which went to sudden death, with 21 penalties were scored. And Manchester United, many feel they didn't play their best. Many have critiqued their styling play, a game which did not live up to expectations according to many people, which ended in a 1-0 draw after 120 minutes. Today we're going to look at the much anticipated game. We start off with Premier League champions, who are the home side in Manchester City. Kickoff is at 9 o'clock South African time. You can catch that on your World of Champions. Manchester City, recently crowned, are looking to strike a treble under Pep Guardiola, who is looking to be a fourth man, as I said, to win the Champions League for the third time. Players to look out for: Phil Foden, who recently turned 21 last night, will be looking to get a birthday present by winning the Champions League, which would mean a lot for his career. While Sergio Aguero, who was playing in his last season, rumor has it he could be joining Barcelona next season, but we don't know. Time will tell. We don't know his next destination. Time will tell. We don't know his next destination, but might join Barcelona next season, as this is his last season under Manchester City. Long-serving member who has shown loyalty to the club. This is his last season. Will not be renewing his contract. Riyad Mahrez, Algerian, was instrumental and paid his mentor back for his faith. Many feel Pep Guardiola knows his players better. He's been around the longest. He's won three Premier League titles in a space of 4 seasons, with the last one being won by Liverpool in the last season. Riyad Mahrez, Algerian, who was transferred from Leicester City side a Leicester City side that won the Premier League after returning from promotion. The first season after promotion, winning the Premier League, making history, was instrumental in getting the citizens into the final rather, scoring crucial goals when it really mattered, including that brace against Paris Saint-Germain. Kevin De Bruyne will also come in handy, who was the heart of the midfield, who's also been leading the attack. Has the ability to make clever runs and clever crosses when you need them. We need him to. His control of the ball, his ability to hold the ball comes second to none. Is also troublesome with the set pieces on a good day. Turning our attentions to the blue side, the only London side to have won the Champions League, out to get the second Champions League, having switched managers midway in the season. Thomas Tuchel took charge of the team in January following the sacking of Frank Lampard after dismal performance. The blue side had already qualified for the knockout stages prior to match day 5 after heading to Sevilla. They had already booked their spot. They will be hoping to repeat what Roberto Di Matteo did in 2012 when he stepped in midway in the season to win the Champions League. The Blues have done exceptionally well, and Thomas Tuchel's side finished top of the group, having conceded the least amount of goals. Key players to look out for. N'Golo Kante comes in handy with his tactical awareness and his ability to recover the ball and win the ball when it matters. The Frenchman has his ability to play with or without the ball, will come in handy in the Chelsea midfield. And super sub, we're going to look at super sub. Olivier Giroud, the Frenchman, has been coming off the bench and been making an impact for Chelsea, scoring some goals, including one against Porto. That acrobatic kick when he came off the bench, that acrobatic kick he scored against Porto in the quarterfinal. Mason Mount, another player to trouble defenders with his pace, given too much space, and provided he'll given too much freedom on the wing, he might trouble the opposition defenders. Mason Mount has also paid his manager back by finding the back of the net. Thomas Tuchel will be hoping his combination with Christian Pulisic will flourish on the day, which is today. Chelsea, let's look at the stats. Chelsea have played 4 times at the Estadio del Dragao in Porto, having won once, the last time being in 2009. Manchester City will be visiting for the second time, having been held to a goalless draw. The last time they played Porto in the Estadio del Dragao, the only time they did not score in the campaign, and they also did not concede. That sums up your preview show for the Champions League final. The preview show, we did it live. We're back again next season. For myself, Apiwe, it's cheers for now.